Hey ForexMilitia, this is Parsival doing the Forex Maneuver Weekly Outlook. Alright, I am going to start in with gold. Okay, gold basically has broken out of this triangle and it is now falling down. As far as this indicator, the sentiment is calling for it to fall. It's going short. So let me just bring that up. And as you can see, the sentiment for gold is short. Alright, so we have a basic look-see at this to continue to fall, which means the dollar will rally. Okay, I have a target basically here of 1775, and most likely it will probably there will be confluence with the 200 as that continues to advance higher. So as this comes down, that will basically converge upon this line at 1775. So right around that area, 1800, 1750, there will the gold will probably find some type of support. Okay, on to Bitcoin. Oh, something else I wanted to basically show you on gold. Uh, this is the weekly. This is the weekly time frame, and on the weekly time frame, gold is just continuing to advance and go higher. As you can see, there is no stopping gold right now. So for the coming weeks, it may reverse and find support right here, but most likely that is just a pullback, and then there will be a continuation going higher. Okay, on Bitcoin, Bitcoin is also going higher, but I believe that the dollar is about to rally, so this will probably start to fall. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame. And on the weekly, as I zoom in, you can see that there is some type of divergence in the sense of this is going basically down and this is going up from that same area. So people are accumulating, but the price action is not following through with the rally. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for Bitcoin to probably take a dip as the dollar rallies. Okay, back to the daily. As you can see, it's going through some lines. Let's just clean that up and make that look just about right. I can't go through there, so let's go ahead and do that. Bring that back and do that. Okay. All right, so there you go. It's in this triangle right here, this wedge, and I'm looking for it. It most probably will rally to some place around here, and then it will probably fall. Okay. WTI Oil basically is still rallying. It broke through this trend line here, and as you can see, there is no divergence. It's just continuing to increase. On the weekly, what I drew here is a line that basically is the top of the price action within the last 9 months. So basically you can see here that there is resistance right here. But if this accumulation distribution line reaches here and does not reach this line, that will be huge divergence, and most likely we will be looking for this to basically be rejected and fall from that line. Also on the daily, as you can see, it has reached the 200-day moving average. So breaking through that on the daily will be quite bullish. So that is that. Now going over here to the loonie, we have the loonie basically rallying because of the dollar. Interestingly enough, we still see oil rallying, but the CAD is not producing enough strength to continue its fall. Over here you can see some divergence here on the weekly time frame. You see that the trend line is going down, but the accumulation distribution is going up. So what is most likely to happen is that this will most likely rally, and you see this top right here, or this top right here, to this line right here. This is a weekly support resistance line. So within 136.50, 136.75, 136.25, that will be the zone that I would believe that the price action will move to, and find some resistance. Okay, let's move on to the euro. On the euro, we have price action basically breaking out of this wedge right here on the daily time frame, and it's starting to actually fall. It actually fell through the line on the accumulation distribution. Going short, let's take a look at the weekly time frame. And taking a look at the weekly time frame, you can see divergence. Alright, let's draw it out. From here to here, nothing but up, right? But from here to here, nothing but down. And as you can see, it's below. This is the 100 MA, and with that type of divergence, most likely you will probably see the dollar basically continue to rally and this to basically fall somewhere. Let's find a support. Yep, somewhere around here. That is 114. I'm going to just call it 114. Let's type that in. Right around 114, it should find some support. It could break through and go lower, but for right now, that is my call on the euro. Okay, let's go back to the daily. You can see that. On the pound, we are looking for the dollar to continue to rally. Now, last week, I believe that the pound, after having its huge fall, was going to rally, and I was incorrect. The dollar continued to rally, where the pound basically fell. Right? This was the pound. Now it tried to rally, and now it basically, the dollar took over, and now it's going to continue to fall. Let's look for an area that will give us some support. Let's see. Looks like right about there. 123. That's 400 pips from where that is. 23. Right. Okay, so from right there. So A more nearer term would probably be about here. Yeah, somewhere in there. Let's look for that right there, which is 125.50. Okay, so 125.50 and 123. As you can see here, it has broken through. Let's take a look at the weekly really quick, and you can see divergence over here also, where the peaks are divergent. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and look for the dollar to continue to rally and take us down to these 2 points on the pound. On the euro yen, I took some positions because this also has divergence on the yen. The euro has rallied past some of the accumulation of it, and looks like it's going to continue to go lower. Let's take a look at this is on the weekly time frame, and let's look for some targets. Let's see if we can find some targets. 119.50. And that's what that looks like right now. On the daily time frame, let's come back. There might be some closer targets, and let's see, probably right about there at 120.75. 120.75 is a closer target. Okay, that's the euro yen. On the dollar yen, it basically broke out of this wedge and it retested. It actually retraced 50% of this whole move. Let me move this over and see. Right, that was from the end of that week, but let's go ahead and move this over and see if it did. Okay, yes, it did retrace 50%. 50% of the move from here to here, pretty much, I believe, from 831 to 921. So it's that move. Okay. So right now I have a bias of basically looking to not really trade this because this is flat. At the end of this, I'm going to go ahead and look at the sentiment, but I'm going to check out the technical analysis first, because we always look at sentiment to basically try to give us a little bit of an edge to see where the smart money is basically going to take it. Alright, so now let's go to the pound, the euro pound, and as we can see, it is basically, right now it's pretty positive, but it's falling from its recent high, and this move is coming down to the 50% retracement and a support line on basically the daily. I have this in a wedge. It looks like it's basically going to retest the top of this. So let's take a look at the weekly, and then okay, that's there for for that reason. Now we have some divergence here on the weekly, telling us that, yeah, you probably can't see that because of the other lines. I'll take those off so you can see it. Okay, we have some divergence basically forming because this is this and this is this. So this is basically going down, this basically with this big candle up. So it's looking like this is going to fall, and also is below the 100. So that's what that is on this. Like I was saying, the target that I have right now is at 90.75. Alright, like I said, it was in the wedge right there, and now we have divergence saying it most likely it will fall. Okay, moving over to the Aussie Kiwi, we had a trend line that was broken on price action and on the accumulation distribution. Alright, so we've got a target at 106.50, and we have the accumulation distribution continuing to fall. It looks like there might be some divergence going on there also. Insane. Wow. Yes, and yes. Okay. So from that most recent high here to this high over here, there is divergence calling for this to continue to basically fall, probably until this support line at 106.50. Okay, let's go back to the daily and look at that. Okay. Alright, so now let's go ahead and go to something else, the S&P 500, and let's take that off. And the S&P 500 is basically, it came down to the 23.6% Fibonacci, basically retraced to basically about here. But on the weekly, the the accumulation distribution is continuing to basically gain. Now over here on the daily time frame, we have almost this actually came all the way down to where this base is at. This, I would say, I guess supply demand zone, because this is the old high. So it was trying to break out, but it became a supply demand. So it hit that zone. But over on accumulation distribution in the same area, we go here to here, and you can see that this is nothing but accumulation. So that gives me the reading that most likely within this week there will be some type of rally going on in the stock market. So with that, I wanted to do this real quick. Wait a minute, I did forget to basically go over this. Gold is short, and as we can see, it is going short. Bitcoin, they don't do. The loonie is, it is neutral. Okay, they're reporting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 brokers, and it's neutral. Okay. The euro is neutral also. It's neutral. 2 minutes ago. Okay. The pound is neutral also. So there's no clear direction. Alright, and basically I'm saying that the dollar is going to basically rally. So let's continue. Let's bring this back to where that's supposed to be at. On the daily. The euro yen is neutral. Beginning of the week, I guess they haven't decided which way they want to take it. I guess they're waiting on the retail traders. Of course, they could take it anywhere that they want to take it. The dollar yen is short. Okay, and the way how I called it was I wasn't basically going to take a trade. This basically is a retest of this zone over here, this wedge. So they are looking to basically take this short. And there's one other thing. There is a daily support line that is in the way. So I'm wondering if that will basically come through that and then continue lower. Alright. Let's see. I don't think they have that on here. No. I think these last two I will have to go to here. So the euro pound is long, so we go short, so we go long. So on the euro pound, we are looking to most likely go long. Let's see, over here it's neutral, but over here it is long. We're going long on the, which would basically be somewhere in the range of, somewhere in the range of my call to basically take this down to here and then go long. This is a retracement. So let's go to the Aussie Kiwi, and I don't think that's on there, but it's over here. So let's just find it. The Aussie Kiwi is basically neutral here, and over here it is neutral also. So this basically is like my call was it to basically fall to this line right here at 106.50, and then you can see that this is the 200 moving average, that it should most likely bounce off of there. And for the S&P 500, they actually have on my FX book some sentiment over there, which is most people are long. Interesting, very interesting. I called for a long, right? But if the retail traders are long, most likely it will continue to go short. Alright, so one other thing, let's take a look at the dollar. And over here it says that the dollar is neutral. So my call for the dollar to basically rally is right now neutral. So that basically gives it no real direction right now at the beginning of the week. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Knowledge is power. Be power hungry and power to the people. Parsival wants you to subscribe and like and comment. Let me know if you basically are going to take some of my bias, some of my sentiment. Let me know what trades that you're basically looking to take. And so with that, I will say Parsival signing out.